Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea. Hope you're all good. So we've got a pedal demo for you today. We're going to be looking at the Paisley Deluxe from the wonderful people at Wampler. The Paisley Deluxe is a 2-in-1 pedal from Wampler, very similar to the Tom Quayle Dual Fusion pedal in the respect that you've got 2 ins and 2 outs, which mean channel 1 and channel 2 you have a dedicated ins and outs, so it's completely separate circuitry to, I suppose, retain the integrity of the tone of both pedals independently. But what you can do is you can cascade channel 1 into 2, or likewise 2 into 1, or you can have them completely separate. There's a little toggle switch that you can flick to change the order. If you've got an external looper, you can have it set up so it's like 2 pedals independently completely and control it all from the looper. So loads of options of functionality on how to use this. So in terms of the pedals in the box, channel 1 is essentially the Underdog circuit, which is a pedal that came out about 10 years ago from Wampler. It was a limited edition thing, and all the money raised from that pedal went to pay for the treatment of a friend of Brian Wampler's for breast cancer. So that's really cool. It has a 3-band EQ, and you've also got a fat switch on the side, which essentially gives you a bit more gain, a bit more boost, but the pedal generally sounds like a mid-focus, grunty kind of pedal with lots of gain on tap should you need it. And then channel 2 is the classic Paisley drive circuit, the Brad Paisley signature drive pedal that Wampler brought out. Really successful pedal. I'm sure you guys have heard of them and used them before. Brad Paisley is an awesome guitar player. If you've not heard of him, you should check him out. A few little bits of different functionality on this side of the pedal. For a start, like the Paisley drive has a presence switch and a mid-contour switch. They've been removed, but on the side of the pedal you've got a voicing switch which acts like the mid-contour. There's no presence control, and then you just have level and tone and gain. So they've changed it a little bit, but the general vibe and tone of the pedal is exactly the same as the Paisley drive. And of course we can blend these, we can stack them, get some high gain tones, get some classic rock tones, saturated filth, whatever. I'm just going to mess around playing with the tones of the pedal, using my Fender Custom Shop 55, running into the Victory V40 Duchess on a clean setting, going into the 2-Notes Torpedo Studio, captured by the Universal Audio Apollo 8P interface. Let's do it. Okay, so let's try channel 1. Here's the clean sound first. And here we go, channel 1. Should jump in volume quite a bit. It's nice. It's got a really thick, rounded, warm sort of tone. Nice grunty mid-range. Let's try the boost. So I'm going to put the fat switch in now. Take it back out. Back in again. Yeah, there's definitely more gain and it's barkier and punchier. I like it, really thick. Okay, I'm going to mess around with the controls. Let's boost the gain and a bit more mid-range, a little bit more low end as well. Okay, so that was channel 1. Let's check out channel 2 now. This is the Paisley drive without. And here we go with. It's definitely not as loud as channel 1, but it sounds sweet. the level up a little bit. Really like this channel. It's more understated, but it's got a nice touch to it. Feels really nice to play. I'm going to push the gain up a little bit to see how it sounds. I like it. Now I'm going to push the tone up a bit, put a bit more gain in. Let's have a listen. Okay, so that is the Paisley Drive side, and I'm just going to show you really quickly what happens when you push the voicing switch in. So this is without, and this is with. Definitely scoops out the mids, but it's a nice sweet tone. Okay, so now I'm going to stack the pedals together. There are a couple of ways of doing this. At the moment, I'm cascading channel 1 into 2. We've got everything at 12 o'clock on the Paisley side. So it sounds like this. And I'm going to blend in channel 1 that sounds like this. Okay, so here we go. Of course, that's a lot of gain, and you can hear it's really like, it's easy to play and it's nice and saturated, but you can hear that. On the neck pickup, where there's a lot of low end frequencies, it's kind of overloading a bit. So what I want to try and do is maybe dip off the gain, just play with some tones, but this is what we're going to get. It sounds pretty fat. Okay, so we've cascaded 1 into 2, we've swapped it over now, so we're going 2 into 1. So, 2 being the Paisley circuit first, here we go. And here we go with channel 1 on top. Interestingly, it's way more articulate than going the other way around. I think that's because putting the Paisley circuit first, that's more of a TS circuit, so it's got more of a sort of articulated kind of tone to it. So it does sound a little bit more articulate. It's a really fat, mid-focus sounding pedal. There's loads of sustain, loads of saturation, and it's a really smooth, nice distortion to play. Again, we can change the mid-focus idea by just hitting the voice switch in on channel 2, so it's going to get more scoop sounding, or in other words, it should just clear up the mid-range just a little bit. Yeah, it definitely scoops out that mid-range, and it gives you an easier response, actually, for like legato and stuff like that. Like, I don't normally do a lot of that quite intense legato, but it seemed to just feel easier this way. So now the voicing switch is in, I've boosted the gain, and I've pushed the fat switch in, so this should be pretty intense. It's got a fatness to it, a really dirty, grunty fatness, especially with this Strat just sound. So there you go, guys, there is the Paisley Deluxe. Now, of course, this pedal, I suppose, you know, you can use it for many different applications. I tend to just kind of do my thing with these kind of pedals, well, any kind of pedal really that I get sent, but I think it's important to point out that, you know, you can use this as a dual overdrive pedal, you can use this as two separate pedals in one box, you can control it independently, it's really up to you. But I think it's worth pointing out that there are a lot of different options for the way to mold and shape your tone. So, you know, by cascading 2 into 1 or 1 into 2, and then having, you know, the different voicings and fat switches, there's just loads of options. I think my favourite is going cascading gain 2 into 1 with the fat switch in and the voicing switch out. I seem to just be able to find nice tones with my Strat with that suit my kind of playing. But what's interesting is obviously this is built for Brad Paisley, so it suits his kind of playing, suits my kind of playing. You know, I'm sure it's just a super versatile pedal, and I think that that's something that Wampler are particularly good at, actually. So I recommend you check it out, see what you think of this bad boy. But yeah, I'll put all the links in the description box below. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want any more information, check the description box. If you've got any questions, put them in the comment section, and I'll do my best to reply to those. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you all very soon.